Last, we met back up with Ashley. So next up is the maze. It's weird having actual gameplay in the maze. The original game, you just look up and the dogs don't hurt you at all. I have to remember to test out the mine thrower, bolt thrower later. Alright, so this is also the first chapter that we can get heavy hand grenades. But we can't buy the recipe yet, I don't think. So I'll just keep an eye out if we ever get any heavy grenades from a box.
Okay, you're good.
Snake in here. Just so I remember where I am. Okay, we've got so many heals. Alright. There's always a dog that goes, like this. I'll die in 2 hits. At least with the gun I have. Okay. Kinda seems weird, but I really liked using the rifle on these guys. Look at that, they tend to survive a shotgun blast. A rifle they would not. Rifle just does more damage, works at different ranges. Okay. Didn't get him, but he'll usually jump over. Yep. Now there's another one here, but he always shows up again at the same spot. So it is not an issue. Fun fact, what's her name? Stephanie? No, that's Claire. Shoot, who does... Oh my gosh, who does Ashley? Genevieve. Genevieve Buckner says that that's her least favorite line in the game. Hey, look, the flag's been lowered. Which is kind of funny because it's fine. You know, it's serviceable. I was hoping for a big grenade. Always a dog here. Let's heal up. Okay. Always a flash in here. Come on.
Hold this down.
Okay.
Always one here. I don't feel great about the whole shotgun shell situation I keep missing. Oh well. So here a bunch of enemies show up, but they're pretty chill. I don't actually remember how many. But you don't have to rush after Ashley. Clear your space first. That was not good clearing my own space. This guy usually has some backup. Yep, there's his backup. Yep. Aggressive much.
Leave me alone.
Do.
Ashley!
What? Is that from the dog? I guess that's from the dog.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, that could be
Let's go.
a heavy grenade.
Okay.
Nope. At least I got shells. I don't know if it really makes a difference if you do this one first. I like doing it last.
Now we can finally get out of this
Okay.
place.
And though that's the reason why I don't backtrack with Ashley to the other spot. I don't want to deal with it. That's why I always carry the Magnum. Get those random drops.
Look, there's a statue up there.
If you ever watch a speedrun or like a tips video, you've seen this before, most likely. You don't need to be that precise. Just toss the grenade. More or less in the middle here. And you can skip most of this room. Be sure to shoot the medallion. You could toss a flash here, but using flashes when Ashley is around is pretty tricky. Unless this happens. You can free Ashley from grabs with the flash, but if she's still standing, she'll get stunned.
Yeah, thanks.
So I try using shotgun if she's standing. Just for stuns.
Hey, Leon, there's some armor.
Key in here, which
Bet you
is
use
useless.
the best.
A little old-fashioned for my taste.
Too bad. I think you'd look pretty actually.
This part is really easy, but then Ada has to do basically the same thing, except
Careful.
in a smaller space and without Ashley and with archers attacking. Like I don't understand why they give Ada this really difficult thing where you almost need to parry. It's crazy. Where here you get 2 at a time or 3 in the last phase.
Come on, you can't be serious.
Oopsies. Right, like I'm not trying to parry this at all. So that one's got the plug on the back. So I'm just gonna let Ashley throw the thing. Ashley? Ashley. Hello. Thank you. That was a pretty good throw. Okay. I don't know if I should be using this much, this many flashes. Because I would like a handful soon. I still remember what Sphere Hunter said about that line in particular. She says it put a big frowny face on her face.
Yeah. Nighty night. Nights.
I don't know. Ashley's just really helpful here.
Skills. You sure you're
Oh,
alright? You're not burned,
shoot, I
are
have the glasses for Leon. I don't think that actually affects anything, but I'll take it off. Because I think Ashley's glasses do affect. Leon doesn't get stunned by the flashes.
I really did the trick.
Ashley does. And I don't have anything for Ashley right now.
you? Okay.
Okay. A rat over here.
You don't think they're gonna move, do you?
No, I know they're not going to move because I've played the game before. Another rat in here. Where are you at? And I have Ashley sit here,
Dining hall.
and I get this one. It's always the same every time.
No thanks.
I mean, I've played this game a lot. So I guess there's some reason to be playing it.
Get it out.
What I'm trying to do now is just make a video showcasing what I consider very easy and accessible strategies for S+. Like, you don't need to parry a lot, you don't need to invest in all those bonus weapons or DLC, you don't need to get crazy accessories like the knight costume. You can just play the game, and with a decent plan, it's really not that bad. You very rarely need to parry, and when you do, it's against Krauser, and you have such a huge window for that. So, next up we have Ashley. It is possible to die in Ashley's segment, but you shouldn't. Also, this is pretty funny. If you aim when she's crouched, the jacket flips out. Alright, anyway. So, there's absolutely no reason in any way, shape... There's no reason whatsoever to go to the other side and,
Scare me like that.
you know, unlock all the extra stuff with the keys. You just don't need to do it. Go to the clock directly, just put in the correct time, and walk away. You know what the correct time is, because you're playing on Pro, it's not your first time playing. It's 7 o'clock. I think it's like 12:04 or something on low difficulties. I actually don't remember. Maybe 11:04? Doesn't really matter. So some knights actually follow you at this point, but they're slow, so they don't really matter. You can aim the lantern at them if you want. But look how far away they are. So on lower difficulties versus higher, the arrangement of the wood that blocks your pathing is actually different. So just do what I'm doing, or do something you do, you know, whatever's consistent for you, right? I just do this every time. And it always works. And if you're ever scared, just aim the lantern. It's okay. Just don't get scared. You got the lantern. It freezes them instantly. There's no issue. This is a little annoying when it plays a cutscene. Kind of throws me off. And we're good to go. Actually, on the stairs, this is kind of cute. This puzzle is always the same. It's the middle one, and then that one over there, and then that one. It's always the same. So we no longer have the lantern, which is actually a little annoying. Just run away. So if you're slow here, are you just like screwed? So one thing to keep in mind for this, the game knows you're playing as Ashley. You don't have weapons, you don't have a power, you die in one hit. The enemies are designed with that in mind. So you're meant to run past them. So you should be confident that it'll work. For example, that guy on the right will never get you. Just follow that path. No sweat. So when you run backwards, Ashley turns around. So what I do here, because I need to bait this guy to come down, and then I want to run into the corner here, crouch so I can turn around. And then once he's around there, just go around him. Literally just go around him. And we're off. I failed it like one time. I think I went too early. And now we just walk away. Take the door to the right. It is important to be fast, but it's not difficult. You can just walk around these guys. They're too slow. And then we're safe. No sweat.
Almost there.
So next up is Novies. So Novies, I think there are like 3 reasonable strategies. One of them is TMP. One of them is just shoot them with pistol. And the other is spam flashbangs and just run. If you find that you're low on healing, just shoot them, you know? Just shoot them with the pistol or the TMP or whatever. It's fine. But at this point, I actually have a lot of healing right now, so I'm perfectly fine with just spamming flashes and tanking a little bit of damage. Like, whatever, it's fine. Especially, we get the armor, right? Yeah, I'll throw in the armor too. And I also get a save. This is where I like putting my saves. Mein Leben is crazy. Like, it's really something else. Maybe at one point, I don't think I'll ever plan to do a deathless run for this, but if I find, oh wow, it's chapter 8 and I haven't died, let's take it seriously, you know? Anyway, what do we got? Special offer for the armor. First time we can get the heavy grenades, which are very important. And also, I'm gonna pick up the gunpowder. Other stuff really doesn't matter. I think Mein Leben is the single hardest trophy I've done. Yeah. I think so. Dude, oh, I didn't get the treasure back there. Mein Leben is kind of crazy. Like, enemies in that game kill you so fast, and you have to watch through the cutscenes. It's terrible. Alright, what do we got? I have 0 heavy grenades. And I want 3. Well, it's a good thing I just bought the crafting recipe and a lot of, gunpowder, right? But yeah, basically all of my crafting is in service of grenades. Whether it's flashes or heavy grenades. Or Magnum. I craft a little bit of Magnum. Not that much, though. Yeah, I mean, it's hard, because if it's bronze, people are like, wow, only a bronze, and it was so hard. And if it's, you know, gold, it's like, wow, you're making it so people can't get the gold. I think it should be gold, but I've never cared one way or another about what color the trophy is. You know, if I want to get it, I'll try to get it. See, I'm not good at parrying. Am I seriously carrying 1 knife right now? Uh-oh. Because we're gonna get messed up over here by all the novies. I think it's gonna be bad. I'm saying, you know, if you don't have all of this healing, just shoot the novies. It's not hard. And you can run back into that door, and you'll pretty much be safe. Because they can't go through that door. But if you've got a lot of healing, you know, why not, right? Pick up the pace a little bit. Tank a little bit of damage, and, like, whatever, man. I agree with that. Wolfenstein 2 Platinum is only difficult because of that. If you care about the trophies for the DLC, it only makes you get the Meinleben for the last chapter. You don't even have to do all of them, which I think is really silly. I did all of them. I did each episode straight in a row with all 4 episodes, including episode 0. But you don't have to. Ow. Can you guys not? They're actually being very good and have barely bothered me. I only got hit like 2 or 3 times. 4. But yeah, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. One achievement I didn't like was the 1000 helmet achievement. That was just like a waste of time. I just loaded up Manhattan Penthouse. I remember the level name because I played it like 100 times. So anyway, Garradores. So, you could throw grenades at them. Here's the strat. Shoot these guys until the Garradores start moving. And then, I'm stupid. Ow. Yeah. So, the Garradores start moving at some point, and then we try to hit the bell, but fail. Alright, that's bad. That's really bad. Okay, we shot the bell. And grenade time! Grenades! Grenades! Okay. That was absolutely a disaster. But I think it goes to show that you can do this even if you're bad. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. No! I have to redo that whole part. Uh, whatever. No big deal. That's why I put the save where I put the save, right? Right before Novi's. Because the Garradors can be rough. It shouldn't be difficult, it's just that I missed my shot on the bell. That was the problem. You want to hit the bell, so they go to the bell, and then throw grenades at them. So, in the original game, they don't really take much damage from grenades. Here they do, and you can craft grenades. It's great. So in the original, what I do for double Garradors, use a rocket. In this game, instead of buying a rocket, I'm crafting 3 explosives. Same deal. It looks like it takes 3 heavies and 1 small. Because they died in 3 heavies and 1 small. In that order. And I remember last playthrough I did 1 small and 3 heavies in that order. So, you know, however you parse it, right? So, okay. Let's, just get the stuff again. Alright, Mr. Merchant, I would like... Oh, wait, I already have the body armor. Oh, never mind. You already gave me my stuff. Before saving. I still have enough to make more Magnum, that's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm literally saving my Magnum for Krauser. That's what it's for. And I don't really care about spinals at this point. That's, I think, the last, what is it called? Request that I'm going to do. Like, I do the easy requests, but there's no reason to do the hard requests. I got what I wanted, which was the ticket for the exclusive, and I got the gunpowder, and that's really all I care about. None of the other ones are good. The Matilda is absolutely not worth it. I agree that Old Blood's boss is hard, but I managed to never die on it in a run. I practiced it a little bit, and it was terrible, and I didn't feel confident going in. I think I just got lucky and it worked out. Nah, I practiced it. I practiced it a lot. So again, if you don't have that many heals, just shoot them. And then duck into the door they can't enter. If you have a lot of heals like I do, you know, you don't have to fight them. Tank a little bit of damage and just keep moving. Yeah, Old Blood is much easier overall. It was really just New Colossus. New Colossus is way harder than the other 2 games. Ow. Can you guys not?
Here you go.
Thank you. Hey, 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 hey. I wonder if there's any reason to go on the that feels a little rude. They didn't take much health though. Any reason to go on the right hallway instead of down this path? I think this way is better. Just so that I can pick up this red herb. And that's it. Again, if you have low health, just shoot them. It's so easy. Venus? Oh, Venus was terrible. I died so much on Venus. courthouse is also a disaster. You watch my run. If you haven't, you see what I do for the courthouse. I spend like 18 minutes sitting still because there's one spot where the AI glitches out. I mean, it's serious business out there. They'll get you. All right, let's do this correctly this time. And that means actually landing some shots.
There's two of them.
I have to listen here. Okay, they're starting to move, right? So now we shoot the bell. Throw a small, throw a big, throw a big, throw a big. And that should be more or less it. Of course it's not. Alright, good luck to me. You do a little of that. Why doesn't ducking work? Right? That's what I don't get. Before we got... Ugh. They were too far away. They weren't taking enough damage. They were too far away from the bell. By the way, you see me exiting out to the menu? It makes it so I don't lose time. Otherwise it stacks. Well, hey, you could always go back and do it on the other timeline. If you did Fergus timeline, you could do the other one. And I think it kind of goes to show how little it matters. For the most part, things play out exactly the same. Really, the only difference is like... I don't know. I don't know, what's different? Like, genuinely, what's different? I guess if you want to shoot the really big robots, the Cerstorcer, I think it's called. Or the Uber-Soldaten at the end. That is, of course, easier with the energy gun, because that kills them in 2 hits. Meanwhile, the grenade launcher from Fergus does nothing.
Fucking monsters.
I tried to shoot him in the body so they get stunned, and then a headshot kills them. Oh, let's remember the heal. Okay. We need to not actually die to the Garadores this time. That's the plan. I could have bought more powder. I could have bought more powder to get another flash. Well, you've got the DLCs, and in the DLC you don't really choose what weapons you get. So when I'm playing, I'm picking the best attachments. But in the DLC, you don't have the best attachments. So in that sense, yeah, it's harder. So the Joe guy, I don't think he has armor piercing on the rifles. And that actually makes a really big difference in how effective they are against armor. Oh, wait! Ow. I wish Leon could throw the thing while moving. Alright. So, we are back to the Galadoris. Fun fact, if you shoot the speaker, he stops talking. I don't know what boss you're referring to. Alright, we gotta shoot these guys. And eventually the dudes start moving. Okay, they start moving now. Hit the bell. Run. Okay, this is a good setup. One small and 3 bigs. Alright, he needs a little more. Little more. That's okay. Oh my god, why am I so bad? Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Well, that was awful. But whatever. We did what we had to do. I don't want that. This is garbage. Alright, well, we're finally past that. I ended up using way more ammo than I wanted, but it is fine. Alright, I keep getting lost down here. Talk about stuck the landing. Really stuck the landing? Ah, I got it right first try. Okay, never mind. So there are what, like 3 Novis in here? And then we're just gonna blast Verdugo. You can absolutely kill Verdugo, and it's a totally valid strategy. But you need to understand that if you're fighting Verdugo, straight up, you are not playing optimally. And that's a choice you're making because you find it more engaging. The easier thing to do, and the more ammo efficient thing to do, is to just use a rocket. Also, memorize where the Novis spawn. You might notice I have a little over 60,000 right now. And we're about to pick up a crown. That's going to be 100,000. And the crown costs 160,000. Sorry, the rocket. Another one's over here. And there's one over here. And there's one over here. Ow. If you take the hit, just keep running. It's fine. We got the crown. Flashing light warning. And it's gone. Okay.
Give me a break.
So this is a really great place to pick up ammo. And that's because the game gives you a lot of ammo because it's expecting you to do the boss fight. And we are not doing the boss fight. We're going to shoot it with a rocket. You can shoot it with a rocket. I've shot it with... I'm sorry. You can fight it normally. By the way, this looks like a face. You can fight it normally. I've fought it normally before. It's just really slow. I guess, you know, you use pistol, you use rifle, you use magnum, you do what you gotta do. But you must understand it's slower. One of the great innovations of this game compared to the original, we can put stuff in storage. So I'm going to put my shotgun in storage, make the crown with the 5 different colors, so I get max value.
Good stuff, stranger.
And go boop, 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 boop. Give me a little of that, and a little of this, and I'll take the large resources, thank you. And I think we're good, yeah. Alright, see you later. We've got Verdugo. I think it's funny how Leon reacts. He's like, you gotta be kidding me. But I know that Verdugo's coming up. And that means he knows there's Verdugo coming up. And the evidence for that is that I bought a rocket launcher. So just bait him out. Don't get distracted by the herb. Just hit the button. And that's it.
Finally, peace and quiet. My condolences to your master.
Easy peasy. So yeah, that's the same as it is on the original game. Just use a rocket. If there's anyone that is worth using a rocket, it's him. Even Sadler's quite a bit easier. But for Sadler, you will have enough money, because you can sell all of your weapons. Ooh, that's some nice loot. A lot of rifle ammo. So that really makes up for all the times I missed on the Garradores. Yeah, that's awesome. Alright. So I'm gonna drop a save here just because there are chainsaw enemies and I don't want to get insta-killed. But I actually don't think it's that important to save here. I really haven't had issue here. Maybe I died once, maybe twice. Before we move on, I'm gonna get the combat knife and my riot gun back. So, obviously the reason I want the combat knife is for Krauser.
Why help me though? What's in it for you?
Merchant, if you can upgrade my combat knife, I would appreciate that.
This kind of work is about finesse,
Fantastic.
stranger. Little bit goes a long way.
Alright,
Get
see ya.
yourself killed now.
Now, in the original game,
My faith in someone.
speedrun strat, you just shoot a rocket at the boulder. That actually still works here, believe it or not. But,
Answer my question. What are you?
it costs a lot of money to do that.
Want to feel good about myself.
So, we're actually going to pick up the TNT. Which is also easier in this game. So isn't it fun how that works out?
Looks like we've got company. What do you want?
Because there's less backtracking. So look, if you want to do a parry, that's your right. In my opinion, I just want to knock him down. Don't kill him, because then you might get a plaga. That's why I shoot the legs. This lady, she won't hit you. And see ya. You can also just go down the stairs normally, rather than hopping the ledge. Hit the barrel for the chainsaw lady. Uh-oh. Bonk.
Out of the way.
Hello. This guy you can't parry because he'll grab you. And a little of that. Thank you, Luis. And we're out. Played that a little risky, but also I just saved, so it's fine. Now you might have noticed I've been carrying this broken butterfly for a long time, and I've not reloaded it. It's because I don't need that much. I only need to shoot a little bit to reveal the plaga on the giant, and otherwise I really don't care about it. I like to buy it when I buy it for the discount and for the free Magnum recipe, but otherwise I'm not using it too much. Just for the giants. See, just a couple shots and the plaga comes out. If you want to shoot him fully until it dies, that's your right. But your reward is like a yellow diamond. Literally, who cares? So at this point, I don't need the Magnum anymore. I will keep it in the inventory, just so I get the random drops, though.
Where do you think you're going?
Please don't kill me, giant. I actually am very bad at dodging the giant. It's just kind of lucky that I out DPS him. Now, if you remember, I started playing yesterday because someone on the Discord said that you can break through the armor. So I put on the cat ears and just shot at him for like 5-10 minutes straight with a Magnum fully maxed out to absolutely no effect whatsoever. And other people, maybe the same person, was saying shooting him in the chin doesn't do anything, and they're also wrong. Not that it matters at all, just use the dynamite. Yeah, really nothing fancy about this. It is a cool fight, but it is fairly scripted. You know, you help out Luis, he helps you, it is what it is, right?
How's it look?
I would actually recommend taking that ammo if you want to fight Sadler without the rocket, so you can shoot the Novies. That is a treasure from the DLC, so I'm going to skip it, because I want this to be accessible to everyone.
See, this is where they discovered Las Placas, preserved inside ancient deposits of amber.
Of course they did. You're not suggesting we ride this thing.
Do you see any other way?
Give us a push, Sancho.
Give us a push, Sancho.
Who you calling Sancho?
Sancho.
I hate to say, but there is absolutely nothing to say about the mine cart. You just sit on the cart and it goes. You know, when he says lean, you gotta lean. But if this isn't your first playthrough, you already know where all the enemies are and you know where to lean. It's honestly a little boring mechanically. Like, they're very slow to introduce the concepts. First, it's okay, lean, okay, you can switch tracks, and then we'll have, like, what, one enemy? Oh my gosh, it's one guy who dies in one hit. Whoa. Uh-oh, it's another one. Wow, I'm bad. But isn't it crazy how it doesn't even matter? You can miss. Sometimes it's because of the bloom. Sometimes it's just I'm bad. And it really doesn't matter. Make sure to hit those dynamite guys. I've never not shot the dynamite guys, but I imagine they'll blow you up. Alright, so I think that's phase 1 of the cart. Really not much to say. I do have a little trick for the next area. It doesn't make too much of a difference because it's easy regardless, but it is a little something something. So, there's a treasure chest towards the end of this area, and there are also a decent number of enemies. So, you might say, hey, I just want to get out of here. And, you know, that's fine. You can just run. But if you want it, I would recommend not fighting the enemies. Instead, just run past, and then they'll all reset to their positions once Luis is towards the cart. He always throws. Look, the dude just walks away. Right? So now we can go take the treasure with no resistance. Alright, no issue at all. Alright. This part is a little more interesting because there are more enemies, and there's a chainsaw guy, but same basic gist. There's not much to do. You're sitting on the cart. So, the only thing I'm going to say, shoot the chainsaw guy in the cart. You don't have to hit him, you shoot the cart. So let's get the arrow guys. Bing bong. And then bing 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 bing. So that's a decent amount of damage. And there's a dynamite guy. Okay, so after this tunnel, the chainsaw guy is going to be up on the cliffside. And you can shoot at the explosive barrels on his cart. And if you hit it, it'll really hurt his cart. It is not an easy shot, and I've only gotten it a couple times. If you do get it, you can demolish the chainsaw guy, because he'll be really, really low health. But if you don't get it, it's not a big deal. So I shoot the cart mostly, and then I shoot him just a little bit, so he gets stunned. I actually prefer that I didn't make the hit, so I can show that strategy. Oh, he's still here. Forgot about that. And he's gone. It's really that easy. And that's it. I don't know if I've ever failed this section, honestly. Maybe once? I don't think so, because I don't know what the animation looks like for the cart getting destroyed. So I actually don't know if shooting the nests affects how many novies there are. I just do it. It might help, it might not. I don't actually know. You can shoot 3 of them from where you start out.
Make it if we circle around. Come on.
Pain in my ass.
You get the body shot, then headshot. Should I just shoot that with the rifle? Because I'm so far. I have 138 bullets or whatever. Just use pistol.
I hate insects.
So you really don't need to be good at seeing these guys. They're always in the same spots.
Hey, I'm the brains. You're the brawn.
For example, this guy. There's also one on the wall, but he's just hanging out. There's this fella. Someone is by the explosive barrel. I'm about to meet Krauser. That gold bar is like 15,000. Look at that. Why is that worth so much? And I had to do basically nothing for it. I think there are two guys here. Let's just reload and then move forwards. Come on. Thank you. Oh, I always forget about this one. I don't think that's really true. Oh, you're saying the Red 9 is bad in the remake. Okay. That took like a lot of rereading to understand. I don't know if I agree with that. The Blacktail is better. Yes. You can just spam parry and it'll work. The Blacktail is better, but the Red 9 works and is the only high-ish damage option you have in the village. So yeah, I'm just spamming parry, and I'm using my combat knife that I upgraded a bit. And once he's stunned, go for a kick. Don't knife. Like I just did there. Because I'm holding the button instead of tapping it like a dum-dum.
Why would you work with these freaks?
He's gonna attack me. I prefer the Blacktail in both games. I don't think that the Red 9 has enough advantages in the original. Like, I've tried using the Red 9 in the cabin holdout, and it just is too slow. I spend the whole time reloading, and that's not acceptable. Where the Blacktail just keeps shooting. It's great. And it does comparable damage. That's really what the Blacktail is about. Almost as much damage as the Red 9, and better in every other way.
But that doesn't give you the right to hurt innocent people. Still a kid, holding on to fantasies of what you
Ow. I like what they did with the Blacktail, because in the original it was just the balanced weapon. And that's cool, but it's also not all that distinct. All the other weapons had very distinct identities. Blacktail was just good. Where here, it's compact, has a very low magazine capacity, handles well, and its damage is closer to the Red 9.
Leon, there's only time to say this once, so listen up. They took your friend to the top of the clock tower. If you hurry, you might get there before she
Okay,
turns
thanks for
into-
telling me, Ada. So, if you really, really, really want, you can take the other golden egg from the throne room. I'm not going to do that. I really don't care.
Nice work. I got something new, a deal well struck.
I do not need my knife anymore. I just make sure to restock on armor here. And this stuff looks fine. Yeah, we're good to go.
Just don't get yourself killed now.
So the plan. Oh, I forgot to pick up another flash, or rather a large thing, a large resource. to craft flashes. Oh, I have one on me. Okay, no big deal then. I have to stop breaking vases when I already have everything I need, because then I'm not going to get anything extra.
Shit.
Hey, I just saw you spawn in. Care to explain that? So, just drop in here and let him kill all the enemies for you. Hey. Alright, one guy got through somehow.
One down.
And we can even do a little bit of... Where's that guy? There's usually another guy there. Alright, whatever. We can hit this guy, bait him into going into the fire as well. I think he's up there now. There he is. Okay. Ripperoons. I know a lot of people like the Silver Ghost for the original game. I don't get it. Because it's only good for headshots on basic and auto. And only if you get the exclusives. But otherwise it's just bad. Ow. Again, that's the whole reason we have heals. It's fine. So I just want to get here really quickly so that the ball doesn't kill me. Whereas in this game, you can get crits even if it's not a headshot and it's not to a basic enemy. So the gun actually works. And that's why I used it mainly in my pistol-only, knife-only run. Alright, ready for the red zealot. Bing. And that's it. Oh my gosh, the rifle is so good. I don't have that much shotgun. So I'm going to do my best to use pistol here. I'm willing to use rifle as well. What? The lift. Oh, there's our next buddy. Yeah, I mean, there's only so much to say here. The enemies show up, you shoot them. Alright, I'm gonna kill the boss, and then that will be it for the castle. Let's shoot this one. Make sure you don't run on this, or it'll break, and then you die. And this is why pistols are not actually that good. Like, they're useful for a kill here or there, but they just can't be the main weapon.
Welcome.
Gonna tune up my armor and get a resource or two. Those are super cheap, so if you buy an extra, it's no big deal. Okay. So, golden egg. Equip it. Make sure you don't eat the egg. You are equipping the egg. It's a second choice. So, just move forwards a bit. Aim a little bit to the right of where he spawns. Let him move into the arc. And just shoot him. Now, if you had the second egg, he would already be dead. You just throw the second egg at him. But there's really not much of a reason to get that second egg. He already dies fast enough. Right. Pretty easy. One golden egg and a maxed out rifle are enough. You don't need any more than that. So I'm gonna do a save here, and then I'll stop. Come back in a bit. Why is this not a cutscene that I can skip? Or a loading zone? I have to actually go all the way down. Yeah, I actually think it's harder to pick up the second golden egg than just ping, 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 ping.
Krauser, where do you think you're taking her?
So remember what I said. You should not need to parry much. Get his attention and just walk past. So yeah, I'm gonna save here and then I'm stopping.
Perfect. Won't have to swim after all.